up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When I've been up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money, we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over, he in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, Mariota. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And avoids the contact by sliding. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here we go. 180. Mike, 58, right there. 21, 21. I got you, son. I got you, son. Kill.
They go with Leonard Fournette, 3rd-year back from LSU. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Sharks got it left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars. So the 14 yards actually takes them from 143 to the other for 1st and 10.
Check it back. 65.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Shoot. 21.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Garoppolo. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Here we go. 180. Come on, the ball.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
21. Here we go. Check 31. Omaha. 21. Here we go.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
21. I got you.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. The seasoned vet out of Penn State, Cameron Wake, in to drop him.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, gun. Mike. 12, fellas, here we go.
Check, 55, Mike. Hey, keep it up. Check, 55 to Mike.
Hey, wahoo.
To throw is Garoppolo. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and
2. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Hey, alert!
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it. You know, it's great to be a Pro Bowl quarterback, all-pro wide receiver. Those guys get all the endorsements. But we've seen a lot of guys carve out a great career as a special teams ace.
And it's one of the most important parts of the game. We can talk offense and defense all we want, but the 3rd phase, special teams, that can be the difference between winning and losing. And how about the big play created here? Big-time effort, and that can help his team.
2nd straight week, he's forced to fumble. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
21.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. That is caught at the 7. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
I got this.
This is Jalen Richard, the 4th-year man from Southern Miss. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Quick dance. 13.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. The kick by Bryant is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mariota. Henry's got it out on the left side. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And that is incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting 6s on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
11.
Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Hey, gun.
He's mine. Hit the edge.
Garoppolo. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throwing is Mariota. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
A first down carry for Henry. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long.
Here I come again. Three. Come again.
To throw Mariota. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Fielded at the 33. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They keep it with Fournette on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
12, fellas, here we go.
Hatchet.
I got you.
Motion, reset. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
I'm coming for you,
Fournette, a first down carry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And this one's incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, They'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year.
Here we go.
In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Hey, foxtrot.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Watch the screen.
Mariota. That's the rookie with the catch, A.J. Brown. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, man.
One. 44.
Mariota on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final play of the half here. Mariota escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 180.
Come on. You better bring it.
Get hot.
The open man is Westbrook. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Here we go. 180.
Watch the group.
21.
55. 55.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Leonard Fournette fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And he's got some space here. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
You got nothing today. 3.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. DJ Hayden, the corner, in on the tackle. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Mariota. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Telvin Smith able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. 180!
Check Mike. Check. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Rashad Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
Here we go.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he'll get this one up to about his 14.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
55, Mike. Come on.
Hey, gun.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Jayon Brown gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Here's Brian Anger now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Forced out to his left. Man open left side is Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Let's go. 44's Mike. Check. Let's go, tackle. Smoke. You got this. Football's the Mike.
1st down, Mariota. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's neat.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Now Mariota. His throw caught right around the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The dump-off gets him 9, so now they're in much better shape for 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Mariota. This is caught. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And not what you're looking to do on 3rd and 1, completing the pass, but going backward.
I have zero explanation for that because 3rd and 1, you just figure snap, throw, first down, right? Easy play. But end up losing yardage on it. That's hard to account for.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Throwing, Mariota, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. To the air again, Mariota. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
65!
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
12.
They'll run it again with Fournette. He finds an opening past the 40. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
That's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Three.
A first down throw for Mariota. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And some room to run now. A big run by the big man Fournette. 57 yards. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
13.
Now Fournette, and an alley to run. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check 26, check 26.
Richard trying the right side. And some space here. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Jalen Richard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Jaguars. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the gun, Mariota uncorks one for Davis. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. The Titans go. It's Mariota. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. 180.
I smell fear in
I got this.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
They'll run on first down. Richard. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
2nd and 5 now. Garoppolo. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jayon Brown, his 2nd sack of the night. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
55. 3 bud, 3 bud, 3 bud. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Dick.
Mike, check 55, Mike.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Here we go. 180.
55 to Mike.
Watch the slants. Watch the slants.
On first down, Richard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 2nd down, Armstead. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Trying to pick it up with Armstead. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Back near his goal line, Mariota out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mariota. It got his man complete. He's at the 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, Titans. Taywan Taylor, 97 yards. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. What do you need?
Get the ball. Take 4, take 4.
Say hi.
Beginning the drive here with Armstead. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. From the 27, Garoppolo is going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
11.
On second down now, Richard. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Jaguars on 3rd down. As bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. It's a screen to Richard. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go. Black 80.
Hey, that QB's traps. Let's go.
21.
Going with Armstead, a first down carry. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 7.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Hey, alert 3.
1, Omaha.
Now a give, right side. Richard. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with you, so it doesn't matter. But thanks for sharing a booth, and thanks for being our quarterback.
Yeah, you're the quarterback. Always a pleasure, my friend. So for the Jags, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.